If you can't already tell, I thought this was a pretty good horror film. Hello and welcome back to another midnight showing. As always, I'm Kelly, and I just got out of The Conjuring 2. And by Jesus God, was this actually good. Seriously, after all of the shitty horror films that we have to see, this is a breath of fresh air. While it's still debatable as to whether or not this is the best of the two Conjuring movies, James Wan has proven that even his not so best is better than most directors' best foot forward. It had atmosphere. It had terror. It had jump scares that actually worked because they weren't false. It wasn't just some guy going bah behind your back. It was actually the ghost literally terrorizing you. And it's like James Wan had a list of all of the horror movie tropes that I am so sick of seeing and put them in the screen. So yeah, before I go into this, my final verdict is this is a must-see. Seriously, go see this at full price. It's well worth your time, especially if you love horror films. But I can honestly say that there's some people who won't like this film, mostly just on the grounds that they're not big horror fans, which, okay, fine, good to you. Everybody else, you're going to enjoy this a lot. Going into the spoilers, the plot of this is basically after the Amityville incident, because they actually do start in Amityville, the Warrens really want to take some time off, but unfortunately inside of, I think they said it was, crap, I can't even remember what the city was. And according to this, it says it's the Enfield Poltergeist, which I just imagine Enfield's a city inside of England, because I'm not finding the location. Ah, here it is. Northern suburb of London, England. So Enfield is apparently part of that. So, in London, a girl is being haunted by the spirit of an old man who lived in the house before her family did, all culminating around the chair inside the living room. Because furniture is scary. And going back into that list of every the horror cliches that I am sick of seeing in film, let's take the first one. Kid actually likes the ghost. No, the kid and her subsequent siblings are scared shitless of this thing, because it's teleporting her around the house, making her fly, literally moving things around, causing her to speak in weird tongues and different voices. Yeah, people are not really happy to see this ghost. Point 2. Parent doesn't believe child until too late. Yeah, no, they actually start this cliche by having the parents come in, her mother, comes in and basically blames it on the Ouija board she found, which is another horror cliche I'm really glad that this didn't partake in. But she sees it and she's like, why can't you just let me get a decent goddamn thing of sleep? And then the ghost throws a dresser at her. I'm not even shitting you. The ghost is more than willing to terrorize the parent as well as the kids. One of those other points, all of the pointless, stupid jump scares. Yeah, no, the jump scares in this are not pointless. They're all the ghost trying to terrorize these people. Every time there's a loud noise, there's a lot of really simple editing too, just a lot of back and forth shots that really do help build the tension so that when that jump scare finally does hit, it does scare the shit out of you. There were more than a few times that I did not predict the jump scares in this movie, and they got me. Going back into the plot, Ed and Lorraine basically are ordered by the church to go investigate this, just to observe and report, not to actually exorcise or try to stop the demon, just to prove that whether or not the demon's actually there and the church can get involved. Because it's turned into a bit of a media frenzy by a reporter just trying to put the story out there so that they can get help. Another bulletin. Helpful people besides the main characters. Check! And don't get me wrong, there are skeptics, and that actually does play a big role inside this, especially when there's an actual mystery element going on. Are they actually haunted, or is the girl making this up? Because the kids are the most elaborate tricksters ever conceived. Yeah, tell me again how the hell they managed to move a dresser without touching it, and then we'll actually believe you skeptics. But fine, the skeptic wasn't there. I can at least see this really happening. Now, the ghost itself isn't particularly subtle as I did say that it's willing to scare the shit out of the adults as well as the kids. But I can honestly say that didn't bug me as much because, well, the whole point of hell is that it isn't subtle. I mean, you have a ghost literally possessing little children and trying to take their souls and bodies and kill everything. Yeah, subtlety went out the window a while ago. Hell, if you're going to complain about subtlety, why don't you just complain about Freddy slicing everyone up and letting everyone know that he's there? Oh wait, Roger and Ebert did. Yay. Going into more of the good, the acting across the board, whether it be the person who played the ghostly nun, demon nuns in this movie, she was very terrifying, and most of the effects were practical. Makeup person with some really funky teeth gestures. No real CGI was used unless you're killing it. So I'm more than happy to say that was good. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, god damn it, I really suck at names. I am sorry if I mispronounce this. They did great jobs with playing Ed and Lorraine respectively. They were trying to really show just how tiresome the life can be and why they even want to say, let's not go investigate this London thing because we got too much on our plate right now, and we need some time to ourselves. They still investigate, and it was really, really well acted from both of them. But no, I kid you not, the shout-out performance goes to the girl who's being possessed herself, Madison Wolfe, who literally has to carry about 2/3 of this film by herself. Whether it be her acting like the scared little girl when she's in control, or acting like the demon when she's not in control. Which, she just blew it out of the park. And you can watch this movie just for her. Even if you removed Ed and Lorraine Ghostbusters from this, she'd be worth watching this movie. Everyone else did a really good job. The skeptic had to be the skeptic. You have the mother trying to balance all of this, whether it be getting biscuits or trying to make a happier environment to help stop feeding the ghost. She did a good job with it. It wasn't the best written role, but the actress and the other actors inside of this, they knew what they had to do, and they did it right. Now, there are a few negatives. I don't want to sound like this is the best horror film ever. It's probably one of the better ones I've seen, but there are a couple of negatives. Remember how I said the monster that nun thing looked really cool without the CGI attached to it? Yeah, there are a few times when they do have CGI monsters. More specifically, a disguise, as they call it, for one of the ghosts to be this crooked man, which is just a little toy representation thing. It's not the most well-integrated thing. They were trying to go for more of a realistic look with it, but it kind of hit the uncanny valley, and they didn't really work their way out of it. So, I can see why people would complain about the CGI monsters, because there's a couple of times where they're just not very well integrated. But really, that's the only thing I can say is a negative. Nothing else was done to the point where it was movie-breaking or annoying or something like that. It was well acted, it was set up a mystery, and there's even a bit of a twist as to the ghost. I'm just going to say that and leave it at that. So that's it for me. My final verdict is clearly just going to be, go see it. It's a must-watch. I in no way will say that this is not worth your time. It's got good scares. It avoids the stupid cliches we're sick of seeing inside these types of films. And it's from the director who actually knows how to do jump scares. So, there's really nothing else here but go see it. Be gone. Be free. That's it for me. So, did you see Conjuring 2? Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below, and maybe we'll get some healthy discussion going. And as always, if you liked what you see, be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and share this video with your friends. Be sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. I will be doing some stuff on Twitter here in the next few days. I just need to fix my router. Once that's done, you're going to see a lot more. And that's it. So I'll see you all next time. I love this claw.